Yo everybody, my name is Isaac Palmer. I'm very excited to share my first ever masterclass with you guys. It's for my song Dream of You that's out now on Gemstone, and I'm going to break it down, show you all the tips and tricks, and get into it. Let's go! The idea behind this song was I heard a vocal on Ina's Instagram that she posted. And I work with Ina on my song Together with Bows that I did in 2024. She's so talented. Great singer, great songwriter, great vocalist. And I love working with her. I heard this little snippet on her Instagram. It went like this. Let me play it for you. I don't have the exact video, but the tempo was different and the whole song was pretty much different. But I heard this top line. Let's start with the arrangement here. Arrangement-wise, very simple. There's an intro, there's a verse or a break, and then there's the drop. And then there's verse 2 or break 2 with a little bridge, which is also considered break 2, with the build, and then second drop, and then an outro. Yeah, very simple dance arrangement. Vocal for me, it just feels so emotional, and I was like, oh wow, this is gonna be such a feel-good emotional tune. Vocal mixing wise, because Ina basically comped everything and did everything herself, which makes my life a lot easier. Shout out to Ina. So basically lead vocal here. There's a little micro shift on it just to make it a little bit more wide, and then I have a Valhalla vintage verb on it. And then on the whole vocal bus, I did a CLA vocals, which is the standard Start Me Up Dry preset. It feels really good. I might have adjusted it a tad bit, but I threw this baby on and it did the trick for this one. The kick, honestly, a pretty simple one. It's just one kick the whole time. Here's the kick with no processing on it. And lately I've been really into the Transient Master plugin. For me, this just makes your kicks so much more punchy. And another one similar to this plugin is the DS10, which I also added to this. It makes it a little bit more punchy here. Especially with that soft clip added. Yeah, it does the trick for this song and it works super well. So this is a Diva preset, but I do a lot of adjusting to this preset. Then I did a bunch of external processing. Here's the sound with no processing on it. There's the compressor. You can already tell with the compressor, it just makes it so much more beefy. Some EQ, very slight EQ. I always love to go in and add a little bit of distortion after I compress. It just makes it a little bit warmer, in my opinion, and that's why I do it. And whenever I add distortion after to my bass, I always love to take the mix and maybe put it around halfway, just so you're not hearing the actual distortion effect. You're only hearing the warmth that the distortion plugin is giving to your sound. And then I added an ARP to this. So Logic has a feature where you can basically add like a MIDI effect arpeggiator, which is really cool. So that's what I did with this one. For pad 2, I did nothing. Synthmaster preset. Love Synthmaster. Literally found out about this plugin through Martin Garrix like 10 years ago when he was talking about it. It's a great plugin for pads and like the very emotional arpeggiators and that sort of thing. I love using it for that reason. And then lastly, I did one more ARP through Diva. Also, no processing on this one. Why try to fix something that's already perfect? And the three of them together sound like this. So to be fair, the first drop is super simple with effects. There's a little white noise. And then there's some risers here. And then I found this cool little vocal effect thing. I added some processing to that. Transient, little alter boy, and sidechain. Here's without. Goes with the transient. Put the sustain all the way down to make it super tight. I added some little alter boy. I believe I pitched it down. Yeah, a little format down. And then sidechain, of course. And usually when I master my own music, I love to bounce out what I have and then put it into a new project and then master it that way. I just did it inside of the actual project this time. But yeah, here's my mastering chain. So you have an EQ, you have a limiter, you have a Saturn, I have a gain on there, then I have another EQ, then I have an Ozone 11, and the Ozone 11 is doing most of the work here. I have a Go False Master. It makes it a little bit more bright. And then, yeah, standard clipper. Usually I put that on my master, but I turn that off for this one. And then, yeah, just a BX meter.